Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another portfolio update. So right now, my Robinhood portfolio is at $133,807.79. Today I made $23,810. That's a 21.65% gain. So if you've been watching my videos, you would know that in my last video, I talked about how the most attractive play I'm looking at right now was an AT&T call debit spread. Right after I said that and I made that video, the next day AT&T went down even lower than it was when I made that video. So in my last video, I already said that AT&T was already a very attractive stock I was looking at. And then afterwards, it went even lower. Lower than its March lows during the crash. At that point, I was like, this looks too good to pass up, It's too good an opportunity to just ignore. So I finally went for it. I went in. And it paid off. It paid off big. So I'm really happy. Today was... I think this might be my biggest daily gain ever in my portfolio. $23,810. Yeah, that's huge. And I made a really risky play on AT&T, but it was just so low to the point where I felt really comfortable buying it at that level. So yeah. All right. Let's talk about what's in my portfolio right now. So, as you already know, I have my Cinemark $5, $7.5 call debit spread. Right now, Cinemark is at $9.25. That's the other thing too. Not only did AT&T do really well, but my Cinemark went up over 7% today. So both of my plays turned out really well today. So this Cinemark 7.5 call debit spread, this basically means that I want Cinemark to stay above $7.50. And it is above $7.50. It's $9.25. So let's hope that it stays that way up until expiration. This expires on December 18th. So still have a couple months to go. As of right now, I'm planning to just hold it till expiration, but we'll see what happens. So far, it's going really well. As you can see here, the total return, $12,869.98. So yeah, my Cinemark call debit spread is going really well. And this is what I opened yesterday. AT&T 27.28 call debit spread. This basically means that I'm betting that AT&T will stay above $28 to get the maximum profit. And right now it is above $28. It's at $28.18. So it is above the $28 strike price that I chose for it. And this expires even later. This expires in January 15th, 2021. So it doesn't even expire this calendar year. It expires in 2021. I did this because just in case I was wrong and it did tank today, it still gives me some time to recover. But it doesn't look like I'm going to really need that because AT&T had a really good earnings report, and they jumped up huge today, 5.46%. Now, for other stocks, you might think that, okay, 5% is not that big of a jump. But AT&T, it's relatively a really flat stock. Like if you look at the 1 month chart, oh, well, that's different. 1 month, right? It's 28, 28, 29. So usually it's very flat, except when it started to sell off here from 29 all the way down to 26, but that's not even as steep of a sell-off. So yeah, AT&T is just relatively a very flat stock. It doesn't move much. So a 5% move for AT&T is actually huge. But yeah, that's working out really well right now. I'm so glad. I am so glad I opened these up yesterday. And the crazy thing is, let me show you guys if it shows. Yeah, look at this. If you look at the history. So I actually had second thoughts. So I submitted these orders to basically get rid of them, right? As you can see here, limit sell, limit buy, the effect is closed. So I wanted to close a lot of these spreads. But then I changed my mind again and then I canceled them. Oh my goodness. So yeah, as you can see, it's called debit spread order to close them. Canceled, 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 canceled. So yeah, I got worried. I'm like, should I really do it? Because it is risky. This was actually an out of the money call debit spread. And I usually always do in the money call debit spreads. So before today, if we look at the week chart, where was it? It was at 2680. So it was not above 28. It was in the 26s. And I made this call debit spread while it was still in the 26s. So that was super risky. That's why I was having second thoughts and stuff, because I was taking on a huge risk. But then at the end, I canceled it and I held on. And I'm really glad I did. Oh man. Wow. Probably one of the riskiest call debit spreads I've opened. And it paid off. And I'm really happy that it did. I believe in AT&T. It's been a stock that I've been following for years. It's not new to me. In fact, I already made a video early on in my channel talking about how much money I've made from AT&T. But that was back then. Yeah, it was just at such a low price that I felt that I needed to take advantage, and I did. But yeah, this doesn't expire until much later, January. Right now, I don't plan to sell out. I plan to hold on to it and see what happens. The fact that it beat earnings gives me a lot more confidence in the stock. So the total return and the daily return is 17,600. $17,000 in one day. Isn't that crazy? I'm so happy about that. All right, so that's the only things that are in my portfolio: the Cinemark call debit spread and the AT&T call debit spread. And right now, they are both in the money. They're both above the price that I set them at, which is really good. And I still have time until they expire, which means it gives me more time to work with. And I want to wait closer to expiration so I can get more profit, because it's definitely not at max profit right now. Yeah, max profit for AT&T is going to be, so 28 minus 27, that's going to be $1. Right now it's only at 64 cents. So it still has some way to go. And then 7.5 minus 5, that's 2.5. Right now it's at 2.05. So the Cinemark, I think, is a little closer to the max profit, but still, I'm planning to just hold on for now. As for cash, my buying power right here, it says $54,515.58. So I do have about $54,000 in buying power. That's with margin though. Without margin, it's, I don't know, $27,000. So I do have $27,000 to use if I want to open another call debit spread on something else. So I'll be on the lookout. I'll tell you what I am attracted to right now though. So it's Intel. Where is it? Yeah, right here. So Intel had a bad earnings. and people, I guess, lost a lot of confidence. So in the after hours, it dropped like over 9%, back to 48.85. But before it dropped, it was like in 54 or something. I think this is at an attractive level right now. If it goes to the 47s, definitely I will jump in. 48.85, that is already a pretty low level for Intel. You know, I used to remember the old days when it was a battle between Intel and AMD. I never thought that we would reach a point where where AMD would like overpower Intel in terms of market power, you know, because a lot of people, they really think that AMD is going to grow and outpace what Intel has to offer because they're a little behind on the technology. Even so, I don't think Intel is going away anytime soon. And at the price it is right now, it's pretty low. So that is the most attractive play I'm looking at right now. If it goes to 47, around there, then I'll definitely jump in. So that's what I'm watching for. Fridays are usually red days too, so there is a good chance that it could either go to the high 47s or maybe even the low 48s. I might jump in, but we'll see. Anyways, yeah, today was an amazing day for my portfolio. Jumped up a ton. Like we went from, what was it last time? Like 110? We skipped the 120s altogether and went straight to the 130s. Isn't that crazy? Huge jump. And it was all because, well, not all, but it was mostly due to my AT&T call debit spreads that I opened. Really thankful for that. Anyways, I'm really happy with how my portfolio is performing. Like, I think earlier this year, I was at 60,000, somewhere around there. And I've more than doubled now. So this year, it's going great. And even though today was a huge day, these aren't even at their max profit. They still have time to go until they hit their max profit. So it could go even higher from here. And that's just crazy. I'm just really thankful for the massive gains that I've been making. Some of it is just straight up luck, honestly. But I'm really thankful. Anyways, thanks for watching my video, and I'll keep you guys updated on how my portfolio is performing in the future. All right, good luck investing, guys.